Welcome to Fandango's Big Ticket. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is our big ticket movie of the week.
What is the state of Gwiles in this movie, and what happens, when Hobie Brown, aka Spider-Punk, is added to the mix?
Well,
Why am I so jealous right now?
talk to us about it.
I think Miles and Gwen are, exploring that energy, they left off on. It's been a year and a half since they saw each other, and Gwen is like this cool girl that just came out of thin air from another dimension, and here she is, and oh wow, but you've been hanging out with who?
Yeah.
You've been able to see him, huh? Oh.
Get your tickets now and be sure to check out our full interview on Fandango.com. In theaters this week, the highly anticipated return of an animated Spider-Man plus a different kind of man that is much more horrifying. It's all coming up this week on Big Ticket.
Being Spider-Man is a sacrifice. You have a choice between saving one person and saving every world.
Swinging into theaters is the sequel film Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. It's been 5 years since the animated Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse became a bit of a surprise hit, crushing it at the box office and receiving widespread critical acclaim. So that would be the first reason or reasons to check out this sequel. Another reason is that Miles Morales, aka Spider-Man, will be venturing out this time around, visiting at least 6 Spider-Verses that will each have its own distinct look. From the world of Spider-Man 2099 to the 1970s Japanese Spider-Man show and everything in between. And naturally, that means new Spider heroes will be popping up too. Joining returning stars Shameik Moore, Haley Steinfeld, and Jake Johnson will be names like Issa Rae, Daniel Kaluuya, and Oscar Isaac, whose Spider-Man 2099 had a brief cameo at the end of the first movie. Plus, there will no doubt be a few surprises thrown in too.
You're both having these manifestations. What is this supposed to be?
It's the thing that comes for your kids when you're not paying attention.
Creeping into theaters is the supernatural horror flick, The Boogeyman. This movie is about a terrifying entity that preys on the suffering of a family who just lost their matriarch and is based on Stephen King's 1973 short story of the same name. Definitely a good reason to see this one. Plus, it's worth noting that the film was written for the screen by Scott Beck and Brian Woods, who wrote A Quiet Place, and Mark Heyman, who wrote Black Swan. Pretty solid resumes. The Boogeyman also has some strong talent in front of the camera as well, with Chris Messina of the Mindy Project fame starring alongside Sophie Thatcher, best known for playing young Natalie on Showtime's Yellow Jackets. And if you still need a reason to check it out, how about a horror movie in June, right? That's it for this week's Big Ticket. You are now released from our web, so you can head to the theaters. And don't forget, you can get your tickets now to one or both of these at Fandango.com. Thanks for watching Fandango's Big Ticket. See you next week.